Hi, and welcome back to Temple Baptist Church Online Devotion. I'm glad that you're with me today. Today, I'm continuing my study in the book of Ruth. I'm in chapter 2 in verse 20. So I've skipped several verses, but in these several verses, we see that there are some things that have taken place. Now, Ruth and Naomi are having this conversation about Boaz in verse and Ruth is telling Naomi about her experience with Boaz and how Boaz had been merciful to her, how Boaz had sought to help meet their needs. And we see in verse 20, it says, Naomi said to her daughter-in-law, Ruth, "Blessed be he of the Lord, who has not forsaken his kindness to the living and the dead." And Naomi said to her, "This man is a relation of ours, one of our close relatives." And so up to that particular point, Ruth had not known that Boaz had been a relative to Naomi. Boaz did not reveal that fact in any of the conversation that he had had with Ruth. We don't find that Naomi said anything to Ruth about it. When we go back to chapter 2, verse 1, it says, "There was a relative of Naomi's husband, a man of great wealth of the family of Elimelech. His name was Boaz." And so we don't see that there was any mention to Ruth who Boaz was up to that particular point. But she has been greatly ministered to through Boaz, and she recognized that Naomi as well was ministered to through this person. And now Naomi issues a blessing upon Boaz. Naomi, although bitter at the way that the way that life had turned out for her. Bitter because her husband had died, bitter because her sons had died, bitter because she had to come back to Bethlehem empty-handed, bitter because she had lost face. Deep down in her heart, she always recognized the mercy of God, that he was not only kind, but merciful and loving and good. And now we see that come out of her, where she says, "Blessed be he of the Lord, who has not forsaken his kindness to the living and to the dead." Blessing upon Boaz. That's what she was declaring at this particular point. That was her heart's desire. That was her prayer to the Lord, that God would as well bless Boaz because Boaz had blessed them. Blessings, what all people would love to experience in life, right? Blessings have been provided for all people freely through Jesus Christ. God's intention is for you to know the blessing of eternal salvation through Jesus Christ, and I trust that you have. If you've not, then please contact us here at Temple Baptist Church. We'd love to walk with you through the Scripture to help you experience that blessing for yourself. If you don't have a church home, well, we ask you to come and join us here at Temple Baptist. We have services on Sunday at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 6 p.m., Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. We would love to be a blessing to you and love to help you experience God's blessing in your life. God bless you, and please join me again next time as I continue our study through Ruth.